BBBY is still continuing on our implied path, and it appears as though we may be facing a little bit of bearishness, slight sideways before a continuation to the upside. Let's go ahead and validate now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again on this fine Tuesday. This is ARCa coming at you with a BBBY technicals and raw price action thread of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ARCa. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so yeah, we're looking at BBBY on the daily chart here, and we're going to go ahead and start off this medium-term time frame analysis with the Crypstex ARC-Series indicators, okay? So as they have been serving pretty well for this trade thus far. So the indicator in particular that we're looking at here with all these numbers is actually a statistical indicator called ARC-DBSI. Okay, so the DBSI has given us a metric of about, in percentage values, of course, of the bulls leading an 84% over the bears at 16% still. Okay, you guys, so we did get a buy and flash signal here at the opening of this candle, which is at about $2.63. We are currently sitting in the post market at about $3.98. So that signal to buy with the blue little dot down here still being honored. We have not received a sell signal just yet, and everything is looking good thus far. Okay, definitely know that ARC-DBSI knows when we are above the 13 days exponential moving average, which is actually this yellow trend line. Okay, so we are definitely above it, and just like we said in the last video of analysis, we said that we were very likely going to come back down and test that 13-day exponential moving average, followed by a test of our support range between the 1.618 at 269 to about the 1.272 at 322. Okay, so it looks like we came just shy of that 1.272 support range and the 13-day exponential moving average. Okay, so very, very good. We actually did imply that it would happen. Okay, so now please know that the indicator, the way it actually knows that the bulls have the strength is actually by taking a metric of every single candle printed throughout the entire trading history of the assets particular time frame. Okay, in this case the daily, so it'll actually take a metric of every candle all the way back to the beginning of the trading for the asset. Okay, so now the ARC enhanced MACD has also flashed that buy signal, and it also flashed it very aggressive just like the DBSI did, and it's still suggesting a massive continuation to the upside. And please also notice that the Bollinger Bands have now, from a hugely fully contracted a zone, has now started an expansion phase, and it's very much widening very, very aggressively here. Okay, you guys, so this type of widening of the Bollinger Bands doesn't happen very often. Okay, so just know for a fact that this is actually a pretty powerful move in play. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on to the next chart. So this is the broadening descending wedge that we've actually been talking about for some time. Real quick, you guys, real quick, okay? Definitely don't fall for the scams. I'm trying to remember to say this in the beginning of the videos because you guys, I know some of you don't watch all the way to the end, which is usually where I say it, okay? Those WhatsApp comments coming up in the comments below, that's not me, okay? Those are scammers. Those people are trying to take your money. Okay, I am definitely never going to share any contact information in a comment, okay? So definitely know that I am also never going to reach out to you first. All right, I will not ask you for your wallet information. I'm not going to ask you to deposit any of your money into anywhere, okay? So just know that the only type of transaction that you're ever going to get from me is actually going to be through these indicators, okay? And I will give you those subscription packages before I even accept any type of payment whatsoever. Okay, you guys, so definitely know that the only places I'm active on is Twitter, Discord, and YouTube, and you can find my email in the About section of the YouTube profile, okay? I will not, and I repeat, I will not ask you for anything else, okay? You guys, please be very careful with these people as they are trying to take your money. Okay, those are ARCa imposters. It is not me. Okay, you guys. So now let's go ahead and just touch on that. Okay, so if you are interested in acquiring these indicators, these are 2 of 8, by the way, that do have buy and sell signals. All of them do, pretty much all of them. So, or a good 4 or 5 of the 8 of them. So definitely know that you can send me a DM or reply or use the email in the about section of the profile here on YouTube, and we'll go ahead and go over the subscription packages. Just know that you will need a TradingView account first to gain the visibility for these indicators private list. Okay, so and that link for the TradingView software is also located conveniently in the description below. Please definitely use that, as it will encourage my trading future. Okay, you guys. So now let's go ahead and now move on to the next chart. The broadening descending wedge here. Very interesting thing here is that we have test 1, 2, and 3 of the golden rule of 3, and we have capitulated just like always on that test 3, and now we have recovered that inside of the broadening descending wedge. Okay, we definitely used the we definitely used the 13-day exponential moving average. Let me just go ahead and make sure that it is the 13-day. I believe this is actually the 21, and we can do that by looking at the gear here and take yes, it is the 21-day exponential moving average. We have used it as a form of resistance before a continuation to the way down, which is absolutely expected when we break an inflection point. Okay, so the inflection point was actually the trend line from the broadening descending wedge coming all the way down here. Okay, so we broke out of that, and now we have to naturally come back to validate our newly converted resistance into now a support before a continuation to the upside. Okay, but just know that usually these formations tend to break out to the upside, usually on that test number 4, sometimes the test number 5, but the test number 4 is the more probable breakout to the top side. Okay, so we do have a trek to the way up. Let's go ahead and see how far we can go with the RSI analysis. Okay, so now I want to touch on the divergence. Okay, so first of all, divergence is, or divergence, whatever you want to call it, is the opposition of price action versus momentum. And in this case, momentum represented by the RSI. Okay, so this is relative strength index. So we are noticing here that we have printed 2 new bars, actually two new bars of regular bullish divergence. Okay, so that usually happens when momentum is making a series of higher lows and price action is making a series of lower highs. Okay, so this is absolutely in play, but the only thing I really don't like about this is that the pivot is so small. Okay, so sometimes when we face those types of little pivots like that, we can easily correct to the opposing side. Sorry. So we want to watch out with this. We want this to be absolutely more significant. I understand that the pivot is happening right near the deep areas of the bull weakness percentile, and usually right now where we're sitting is that gravitational zone, which would encourage a continuation to the upside. I get that, but we do have to express some type of warning here. Okay, this is the daily chart. It is going to take some time for it to live out, but let's go ahead and now open up a multi-pane so that we can see a true edge for tomorrow's session. Okay. So just like always, we're going to start off with the immediate short-term time frame. This is going to be the 30-minute, and you can see that the 30-minute is still suggesting some upside and looks to be a little limited since we do have that 14-day simple moving average represented by the pink line above us. Now, the purple line represents the RSI signal itself. Okay, so now let's move on to the bi-hourly. The bi-hourly also suggesting a limited upside here as well, with the 14-day moving average sitting right above us, and it can be used as a guide towards the downside as well. Okay, so now the 6-hour time frame is suggesting a downside continuation. It is now right at that border between the bull weakness and the bull strength percentile, so the likelihood of finding a continuation to the downside is a little great. Okay, so now the 14-day moving average looks to be pivoting just a little bit here, but yeah, just know that these are small pivots and they are likely limited downside, okay, before an upside continuation. So the 12-hour also suggesting a very limited downside, 14-day moving average below us with not that big of a distance. So this is yet again backing our thesis of potentially coming back down to test current lows. Okay, so if we are looking at that post price action at $3.98 since it's still happening right now. It's only 4:24 p.m. Pacific time right now. Okay, so we still have until about 5:30 for this session to end. Okay, so we can actually see a continuation to the way down, likely to find some type of support. Resort. Oh my goodness. Yeah, likely to find some type of support in a relevant geometrical target. Let's go ahead and just imply that now. And yeah, we could definitely see a bounce in the immediate short term from the NOT 618 at about $3.78 from a Fibonacci retracement. Okay, there is also the possibility to touch on that NOT 786 at $3.59 before that bounce to the upside. Now let's go ahead and continue. All right, so where it starts to get more credible is actually on the 3-day. Okay, so the 3-day is still suggesting an aggressive upside. The 14-day moving average is now being influenced and suggesting that upside as well. And please take a look at the 5-day is aggressively pivoted towards the upside. So yeah, we're going to be facing just a little bit of a pullback, some sideways consolidation, and then we can actually make that ascent. Okay, so BBBY is still looking very good. Okay, you guys, so just know, yeah, remember, don't fall for those scammers. Okay, you guys. So if you feel compelled to reach out to me, I know it's been taking me a little bit of time to reach out to everybody, as there are a lot of comments and messages actually pouring into my DMs and Twitter and Discord and here on YouTube. So guys, be patient with me. I will certainly try to reach out to you as fast as I can. But just know that it can take me some time. Okay, you guys. But with that said, I wish you very well, a good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.